The most important part of any job description is the purpose of that particular role. Your job description must state in very, very clear and unambiguous terms what the purpose for creating that role is. It must be clear to you as the owner or as the manager of the enterprise. It must be clear to the supervisor. It must be clear to the heads of department. It must be clear also to the employee, the person who is employed to fill that position. And what are the questions that this purpose is supposed to answer? Number one is, why does the role exist in the first place? You need to be able to state the reason why the role was created. The person that is employed in that role must understand the reason why that role is created. Number two is, what specific business problem is the role created to solve? You also need to be able to answer that question. Remember, we've mentioned in some of our previous videos that every role is supposed to be created to solve a particular business problem or a particular business needs. Number three is, how does it contribute to the objectives, both short-term and long-term goals of the business? Every employee must understand the part that they play in contributing to the objectives, whatever it is that objective is. Every employee must know the piece of the responsibility that they own to contribute to the achievement of that objective. If you say, okay, this year you want to double our revenue, every employee must understand what exactly they are supposed to do and the part that their role is supposed to play in doubling the revenue of the organization. So they understand that they are not just there to earn salary, but that they are there to move the organization forward, and they have a clear picture of their piece of contribution that they need to make to ensure that that objective is achieved. Then next is, how do the role affect customer experience? Any kind of business you're operating is all about servicing your customers, whether you are selling physical product or you are rendering services. Every employee must understand. This is very, very important. Every employee must understand, and their job description must state clearly how their role affects customer experience. An employee needs to understand that when he faces in this job, because there are employees that are very, very far away from customers. Their role, they don't even interact with the customers. They probably don't even know who the customers are. That is to say that they are the very bottom of the engine that operates the business. So they don't interact with customers. That does not mean that whatever it is that they are doing there does not impact or does not affect the customer experience. So your job description must state clearly how their role affects customer experience. And then lastly is, you need to paint a picture of what success on that role looks like. So you employ somebody as an office assistant. You employ somebody as your marketing assistant. What does success for that role looks like? What would the person have done that will show that the person has been successful at his job? So you need to create a clear picture. And of course, if you have been able to do the things I've listed from number one to this point, then you will have been able to paint a clear picture. But then again, it is important for you to state it clearly again for the person what the person's success looks like. Let the person know, so that the person have in mind, okay, for me to be successful today, I need to achieve this and this. I need to have this and this on my table. For me to be successful at the end of the month, I need to have A and B on my table, right? So the person needs to know what exactly he needs to put on the table to measure his success on the job. Finally, every employee should understand what exactly the company loses when they perform below expectation. This is very, very important. The employee should should not just be concerned about their tasks, about their daily tasks, and about their responsibilities. No, they should make sure that in their subconscious mind that it is very, very clear to them what it is that the company really suffers and how they too also suffers if they fail to meet expectation. Thank you very much for watching this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.